Well, it's week 9 of recovery and we're out and about. Now, what I'm trying to do is seeing if I can do my exercises in a more rural location. Now, fortunately, not far from where I live is a deer park in the States. So that's what we're doing today. We're walking around the States. I shall see how far we can walk today. I'm not going to try and push it too much, especially after yesterday. I decided to try and do some computer work, start to try and be normal again. Sat at the desk for a couple of hours, and after a while, started to get some pain in my leg. I thought nothing of it, and I paid the price. Last night, I struggled to sleep. This morning, my leg was very stiff. Even though we're 9 weeks into the recovery now since surgery, I'm still struggling at certain parts. I can't go back to normal life yet. So even sitting at a computer for a couple of hours caused problems. Today, as you can see, a better environment, a bit more open air. And I love being in open air. So this is a step closer to my goal of trying to get back into the outdoors. Now, as you can see, not using the crutch today. I'm using a trekking pole. This is the first attempt, but hopefully I can walk around without the crutch and use this instead for the time being. We're going to try and do some of the exercises that we did on the circuit last week in week 8 of the recovery. And then we're also going to try and do some of those exercises that the physio told me. We have got physio tomorrow, where we're going to see the physiotherapist and we're going to see how we're getting on, how I'm improving on my road to recovery. I think I'm doing a lot better. I'm managing to bend the legs about 120 degrees and getting it to 0 degrees in straightness. But only while I'm doing the physio. It's not a natural thing. Even sitting like this, I can feel tension in the leg. But one of the things is that when we did the circuit training, this tightness of the knee, that felt really tough and I can't really bend it much. So actually when I just started doing the cycling, that changed completely. So with that, let's go for a wander around and let's go and see if we can do some of these exercises, but in a different environment. So the first one we're going to try today is the squats. Now we haven't got a nice smooth surface, but we've got a tree, plenty of them around here. So we'll see how we get on. This is one of the ones from the circuit last week that I have been doing at home. Now I'll do it, try and get to 90 degrees. Hold it for a few seconds and then come up. I'm going to have to balance myself rather than actually slide up because I don't want to rip my jacket. Now unfortunately it is expected to rain and I've been told about 4 o'clock. It is only 1:30 and yet I can feel the heavens are opening. So it's back to the outdoors, back to nature, back to the weather. Right, let's do a few more of these. Now I have to watch around this area because the deers do come quite close around here. And some of the stags have got quite big antlers at the moment. Quite a lot of the fawns just over that way. Now if you are watching these videos because you're going through the recovery procedure yourself and you're a few weeks behind me, or you've recently had your surgery, or you're waiting for your surgery, then feel free to watch them all and feel free to subscribe. Click the like, click the comments. Also, I've got other videos, walking videos, camping and all that. If you want to watch some of them, that'd be great. And some of those coming back as soon as I can get back to being fully fit again. But it is great to be out. So we're going to do a couple more of these and then we'll go on to try and find some other places that we can do some of these exercises. Now it's nice to be out in the fall, so to speak. We've got all the leaves are off the trees. I do like this as one of my favourite seasons. It's a pity I can't be walking further at the moment, but with my orange jacket I fit in with the environment. I'm almost camouflaged. Now I do believe I've still got a bit of a limp, but I am improving every day, and every step we do we're getting closer to getting into the proper outdoors, getting up some hills, getting some camping in, getting some long distance walking in, and that's what the goals are. I say it every week, but I have to focus on the idea that it's going to happen. Well, I did say we were in a deer park, and here they are. I'm not going to get too close because it's their home, not mine. Okay, so we're doing now on the steps, and now what we can see over there, there's plenty of deers, but we also see, it's a silly mistake all the time, that people get too close. These are wild animals. You're meant to stay 50 meters away from them, minimum. Were they 10 meters away, if that, and they're getting closer. You've got to realise that this is a deer park, not their place to wander around and do that. If they go and attack them, who are they going to blame? Anybody but themselves, I guess. Anyway, we'll carry on with the exercises. We're stretching out, getting over 90 degrees now. I mean, I'm actually leaning down into it, so like half squat and half standing on the knee. But it's another exercise I can do using the wood. I can use my trekking pole as support as well. But are they going to get attacked? Let's hope not. That's also a golf course, so probably not the best place to stand, because not only may you get attacked by a deer, you also might get attacked by a golf ball, like hit on your head. Right, we'll stretch a couple more out and we'll move on to the next place. See what else we can find. Now we are on an estate which is quite famous for a particular reason, which we'll pass on to in a moment. Well, there's no better place for a bit of a backdrop as we do some leg raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and lower. Nice to be out in nature. Unfortunately, it's not far from where I live, so it's very nice to be here. A couple more of these and then we'll move on. It's actually quite warm today. I think it's about 14, 15 degrees, which is surprising. But I believe tomorrow it's meant to be -1. How does that work? Right, let's go on to the next place. Where should we go now? Some steps we can try climbing the stairs. I think I've got more of a lift now than I have before. So one thing I haven't actually done since I've started doing the physio is walked up a flight of steps, because I live in a flat level building. So this is my opportunity here, a whole flight of steps. Now I'll try it a couple of times, first with the crutch, well, trekking pole, and then we'll try and do it without it. Let's have a crack. Don't feel too bad. Does everyone guess where I am now? Oh God, it's harder going down steps than it is going up. Unless I put this foot first. If I go that foot first, then it's hard bringing it through. Lead with the bad foot is better. Right, we'll try it without the trekking pole. See how this could be a failure. We'll have a crack. I think that's progress. It does hurt. It is stiff. Well, I nearly fell down the stairs then. I do need practice. But another thing conquered. And another place to do it. Good place to do it. Right, let's go on, find somewhere else. Now the problem is, the weather has changed. Changed my jacket. It is getting wetter, but the problem is, as it's winter, it's also getting darker. So you're not going to be able to see me much now. Okay, so do you know where we are now? Now those people that are local to this area will quite clearly know where I am. Those that live further afield may not. Or do you recognise it? Well, it was in a film. Probably been in more than one film actually. But the film I'm referring to is The Dark Knight Rises. Batman. This was Wayne Manor. And funny enough, I know that so well because I was in it. I was in The Dark Knight Rises. I'll show you the clip here. It's the first time you see Anne Hathaway in the movie. And she's standing next to me while walking past me. Loads of strings to my bow. I'm multi-talented. I'm an actor. Well, an extra. Okay, so we've managed to find another flight of steps. So we'll head down here. But actually, as you can see, it's getting a bit dark now. Lights are starting to appear. I've been wandering around the park for a while. Probably not done too far, but it's been nice to get out, done some exercises, looked at the wildlife, and I feel I will do it again. But I think we're going to wrap this one up for today. So we are at Woolsden Park, Wayne Manor, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. And next week will be week 10. What are we up to? Not sure. I might actually get back out again. Who knows? Well, we'll see the physio tomorrow and see how he thinks we're progressing. So with that, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, hikers.